Go. Hello.
Oh, hello.
So today we're gonna talk about China doubles down on crypto FUD by recycling old warnings.
I think this is like maybe the 16th time China's banned Bitcoin.
Oh yeah. And they're banning Bitcoin again, but this time they're coming in and also they've talked with major players such as Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, Agricultural Bank of China, China Construction Bank, and the Postal Savings Bank of China. And they also talked with Alipay, so the Alibaba ePay service. So it looks like this time they're doing it well. They're banning it real well. The People's Bank of China also came out with a statement. Of course, it's in Chinese, so it's not really understandable. But with the powers of the internet, we were able to translate it. And basically, as the article states as well, this time they're tracking the transactions. They're trying to suspend and ban accounts that are taking and making crypto transactions. So it seems like this time it's they're actually gonna be able to ban Bitcoin. Maybe this is the last time we will talk about this after years and years of talking about China banning Bitcoin. This time they're cracking down on miners, and they are cracking down on even bank transactions that are connected with crypto. So it's kind of a big deal. And yeah, what do
Yeah,
you think
so
about it?
I think, well, I mean, again, it's like the 16th time they banned Bitcoin. So are they doing it for real this time? Like, are we actually going to be done with this? Are the Chinese miners all going to flee the country, which we already see a lot of evidence of? And I think in the long term, it could be a good thing if we just were done with China, right? Like, if all the miners from China left, start mining in other places, no one in China is buying anymore, no more panic selling from there, then yeah, it could be a good thing in the long run. If they all leave China, maybe we could they'd be pushed to use more clean energy with wherever they run to. I guess it depends on where they go. So in the short term, though, this is very bad. There's a lot of panic going on, and yeah, so we're gonna see if we're able to hold now or not.
Exactly. So going into quickly into the charts, it looks like we are holding still quite strongly, even with all that panic selling that happened. As of Sunday, Sunday was looking like it was gonna shape up like a good week for Bitcoin, but then the China FUD came out, and then we kind of went down. We dumped, and now we are still hanging on. Like we're really hanging on, and it's the bull's ditch effort to hold Bitcoin. We'll see if they manage to or not. Until then, really, we are still range bound. So there's really no reason, as it comes to technicals, to panic, because we have been visiting this region already before China FUD, and we bounced from it. So now we have China FUD, and we are at the same price as we were a couple of weeks ago. So the impact wasn't as big. The only thing is, it would have been much better if that news came out around $40,000, or at least at higher prices, not at the bottom of the range. But it is what it is. So now we are kind of waiting out to see when the panic is gonna weed out of the market. We had today Michael Saylor coming out with the announcement that he bought Bitcoin, that he bought his Bitcoins. He bought at around $37,000 average price. So that's also kind of the big news of the day, but it's kind of being shadowed by what China did. So we are waiting. We're waiting patiently to see if this is gonna be able to hold above the range, or it's gonna just fall off, and then we have 28k, which is a level that might be holding. But if that's kind of a thin level, 30k is the big one. So if we would fall below 30k, we do have some really bearish price action ahead of us. On the flip side, if we do bounce, the likelihood is that we go towards our $40,000 Bitcoin again, and then maybe onwards to 50 and higher. So it's really hard to be able to to make a decision, to take a decision right now, because you are at the bottom of the range. And if you want to open up a position now, it's either you think that this China FUD is not going to have that big of an effect over the, let's say, short term and medium term, and then you buy it because you're at bottom of the range. Technically, it's a good trade, buying over down here. On the flip side, if you think that the China FUD has a big impact, and China getting outside of the crypto market is gonna have a big impact on the price, then it's really hard to pick a trade over here, because you really have a lot of upside and a lot of range before your trade gets kind of invalidated, right? So it's tough. It's a tough situation because of this news coming out at this low prices. So we'll have to see. Of course, all the entire market is suffering. Ethereum also went below $2,000, which is quite a big event. $2,000 was quite a massive support. So we have to see how the price action is gonna shape up from here. Still kind of, even Ethereum is still kind of range bound. We haven't still broken below the lows that we made in the previous panic dump that we had, so we still have some hopes regarding to that. US 100 is on the move up, SPX is on the move up, Bitcoin dominance is on the move up, even silver is moving up today, Euro USD is moving up, but crypto not doing well. So I think the best thing to do right now is wait it out, see how it's gonna play out. And if you want to place a little bit of a long trade, it's not that bad. Like, as far as risk to reward, not that bad of a trade.
All right, we break the range, you stop out, you know where you're wrong really quickly. We hold the range, we could go up quite a bit before without anything big happening. Like, there's no reason why Bitcoin can't go back up to 40K from here, even if we are going to break down. It's going to be
Yep. As far as more macro things that are going on, we have the RATR. It's an indicator that I've built, a volatility indicator that ticked below 30, which means a big volatile event is likely to come in the next, let's say, couple of weeks. I'd say this week we'll probably have some sort of volatility event for sure. As it comes to the distance to SMMA indicator as well, it's ticking 1%, so we're getting really close to the 200 SMMA, which tends to be a significant level. Breaking below it would definitely shift the trend, even on a little bit of a more macro perspective, to a bearish trend. Doesn't mean that the bearish trend is gonna last for a long period of time, but these are more macro indicators that are ticking either for a nice little buy, because you're really close to the SMMA, and you have a big volatile event coming up. So it's either you get stopped out and then you change direction on the long side, for example, or you're expecting more downwards momentum, and so it's either gonna happen quickly, a downside move in the next couple of weeks, so you know how much time you're gonna lock up your capital for. So it's an interesting time to be around, definitely around crypto, especially from a trader perspective. So we'll see how the week is gonna pan out. Go ahead.
This trade from low 30Ks to 40K, like, they've given us this trade so many times, like it can't stay this easy forever, right? We're gonna break one way soon. Yep.
And the volatility is really tightening, so we're getting low volatility, and yeah, it's an interesting time to be around Bitcoin for sure. And yep, so I think we are done for today, and we'll talk tomorrow with the next recap.
All right, stay safe.
Bye.